Joining us for a little bit is Mr. Paul Pratt with Gateway Development Consortium. He is, well, GDC, if you will, is sort of they're the lead dog in the $1 billion 10-year Cross Bayou development proposal. Hey, Mr. Paul, how are you today?
Hey, good morning. How are you, Robert?
So rather than ask questions, just what's the latest? You're getting ready to go to the city council, I hear. Give us all the info you can give us.
Well, on yesterday, the city council voted to add GDC to the agenda for May 21st. And at that time, they're going to hear a presentation not only from the local partners, but from our New York developer, as well as some other partners to try to convince them that this is the right way to go. And on the 22nd of May, that's when they're going to vote to either proceed or to table or whatever they're planning to do. We're seeking a non-binding MOU, memorandum of understanding, just to start the conversation. Yesterday was symbolic, but it was just the beginning of a lot of work that we have to do.
So when you go to the city council on the 1 to 10 scale of 10 as telling them and showing them and presenting them everything you possibly could, and where in that scale will this presentation be?
Well, I'm going to go high. I mean, 8 to 10 for sure. 8, if not 10. I mean, I feel good about it. Our partners feel good. This has been in the planning for a long time. And, I mean, what are the alternatives? No one else is looking to develop Cross Bayou, and I haven't heard of any other major development coming to Shreveport. So what do we have to lose? The only thing we're saying is sign a non-binding MOU. It doesn't hold us to anything other than to sit down and continue these talks. This is nothing new. What we're seeking actually came from the 2030 master plan. And so this is nothing that fell from the sky. This is something that citizens have been talking about for many years.
Paul, what have you been doing behind the scenes with regard to planning and securing funding?
Well, we can't raise the money until we have a deal. We do have some of the major construction company as well as financial companies throughout this nation that want to be involved in this deal. So we're doing our due diligence. We're trying to get in front of organizations, business and civic organizations, just to show them the presentation, to have buy-in. This doesn't work if the citizens of Shreveport don't want it, number one, and then no investor wants to come in town and have to face the political challenges that are before them. So that's why you have the locals like myself and my other partners.
So I don't know much. Okay, I don't know anything about how this kind of real estate stuff, especially when you're dealing with a municipality, works. But what you're saying to me is that the people who will put up the money haven't put up the money yet, but they will if the city will sign a non-binding agreement?
Yes. I mean, the only thing that a non-binding agreement does is just say, number one, we support this. The city's involved. The mayor will and her team will continue to assemble the land. And from that point, it just puts us at the table to start the negotiation process of raising the funds. That's easy. Raising the money is the easiest part.
Paul,
the political part of it is the hardest part.
Yeah. We're talking to Paul Pratt regarding the Cross Bayou proposed development. You mentioned a minute ago that you're out just showing people the plan, etc. We haven't seen it yet. I don't know that you've released it to the media yet. When is that going to happen? The public needs to see it.
Well, we've been meeting with organizations. We've been meeting with business groups. The chamber is fully engaged and behind this. Lots of organizations. But we're going to start to engage the public, but right now we don't have a deal. So, again, this is nothing new. I mean, the public has been engaged for many years. If you go back and look at all the studies that have been done around Shreveport.
But at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is, because you know you got the mayor in your corner, I would assume, at the end of the day, to get this thing up and going, you really, because it's the city council, you really only have to convince 4 people, right?
Well, now we're hoping that we can convince all 7, because just still, we need buy-in from the entire community. I haven't seen any other options and alternatives. And we're hoping the mayor gets behind this fully, as well as all of our city council and the rest of the city, because what else are we going to do?
So
we have to save ourselves.
If the city council gives you the thumb up, how long till something starts to happen?
Well, if the city gives the thumbs up, the mayor has decided. Basically, the resolution just authorizes the mayor to sign it, which we really don't have to go this route. She can sign it if she wants to or not.
Mm-hmm.
But she chose to, she wants the city council to be engaged. And we want to respect the mayor and ask the city council to be engaged.
Paul, is there public money? Can you rule out public money altogether, or a possible bond issue that would be involved in this?
Or on top of that, what do you want from the city? What does GDC
right now,
need from Shreveport?
What we're asking for is the city to continue to assemble the land and let's sit down and talk. I can't say how much money we're going to ask the public for, if any. The majority of this money would be raised in the private sector.
Would it be fair to say that you at least will be asking for the land? I would assume some sort of environmental study, because that hasn't been done, and the infrastructure and roads, et cetera.
That's fair.
Paul Pratt, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure we'll be in touch. Will you bring your big shots around when you get them in town in a couple weeks?
They'll be here on the 21st.
Well, we look forward to having them join us if they can. I hope you'll set some time aside for us.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.